Hello friends, good afternoon. In our previous video, we have understood the reflection of light and proved the law of reflection by Fermat principle. So in this video, we will discuss about the refraction and we will study the law of refraction by Fermat principle. If you didn't watch the previous video till now, there is the link of the video in the description box, so you can watch it. And I will suggest you to watch that previous video, so it will be much better and much easier for you to understand this concept. So now let's begin this. So as you can see, I have made the diagram and now I will explain you. So in this diagram we have taken a plane surface xy and a light travel from point A to A dash, and in this process the refraction takes place. The light incident on the point M, and after refraction it moves to the point A dash. So the path of light is AM A dash. We have dropped the perpendicular on this surface AP, and from point A dash to P dash on the same plane XY. Here this dotted line shows the normal. So in the process of reflection, we take two medium. Above this plane surface there is one medium, and the another medium is below this line. This is medium 1 and this is medium 2. And here mu1 and mu2 are the two refractive index of the surfaces, mediums 1 and medium 2 respectively. And now these are the parameters. AP is equal to A. Here you can see AP is equal to A dash P dash is equal to B, this distance. PP dash is equal to C, point P to point P dash. And PM is equal to X, this distance. PM is equal to X, and MP dash is equal to C minus X, this distance. MP dash is equal to C minus X. Now if we consider the velocity of light in medium 1 and medium 2V, V1 and V2 respectively, हमने velocities consider कर लिए. Then time taken by light to travel from A to A dash will be. So the time taken will be T is equal to AM upon V1 plus MA dash upon V2. Here we have two terms, AM upon V1 and MA dash upon V2, because there are two mediums and there are two velocities and there are two distance also, AM and another distance is MA dash. And for this in this distance, during this path, the light travels with the speed of v1, and in this path the light travels with the velocity of v2, because there are two different mediums, so the velocities will also be different. So after this we will calculate the values of AM and MA dash. So here AM is equal to under root AP square and PM square. Now I don't think so I have to make it clear. Still I will make it clear that here we have applied the Pythagoras theorem on this triangle. In the previous video also we did the same. In this triangle APM, you can see it is a right angle triangle. We have dropped perpendicular, so here the 90-degree angle made. So we will apply the Pythagoras theorem. So here AM is the hypotenuse, AP is the perpendicular, and PM is the base. So according to the Pythagoras theorem, we know that hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. And when we remove the square, here the square root came. So the value of, now we put the values of AP and PM. So here we know that AP is equal to A, so A square, and PM is equal to X, so here X square. So it is the value of AM. Now similarly MA dash, so we will apply the Pythagoras theorem in another triangle. This triangle you can see MA dash, we will find the value of MA dash. So MA dash is hypotenuse here. So you can write MA dash is equal to A dash P dash square plus MP dash square. Now we can put the value of A dash P dash. So is equal to b square, and the value of mp dash is equal to c minus x. So c minus x का whole square. Okay. So now we can put these values in this equation. We consider it equation first. So t is equal to under root a square plus x square upon v1 plus under root b square plus c minus x square upon v2. This is v1 and this is v2. So now by Fermat principle we know that dt upon dx is equal to 0. According to Fermat principle we know that dt by dx is equal to 0. So now we make it equation second, and now we will differentiate this equation with respect to x. So dt by dx is equal to, so after differentiation it will look like 1 by v1 1 by 2 into 2x upon under root a square plus x square plus 1 upon v2 1 upon 2 into 2 c minus x minus 1 upon under root b square plus c minus x square, and we can put it equal to the 0 because dt by dx is equal to 0. So here 2 will cancel the 2, 1 upon v1. The equation seems like x upon under root a square plus x square plus 1 upon v1 v2 c minus x minus 1 upon under root b square plus c minus x का whole square is equal to 0. So we can write 1 upon v1 x upon under root a square plus x square is equal to, this minus will come out, so it will become, this sign will become यहाँ पर minus हो जाएगा. So 1 upon v1 c minus x upon under root b square plus c minus x का whole square, because now we have put these terms in equal, because there are 0, so we will take this term this side. So the equation seems like this: 1 upon v1 x upon under root a square plus x square equal to 1 upon v2 c minus x under root b square plus c minus x square. So now we know that these 4 are the values of 4 parameters. Here x is the value of Pm. We can write 1 upon v1 Pm under root a square plus x square. We calculated it is the value of Am. Similarly, c minus x is the value of mp dash. So here you can write mp dash, and b square plus c minus x under root will be equal to the ma dash. So here the equation seems like this now. Now we have angle of incidence I and angle of reflection R. Same here, the angle of incidence, so there also are. In the previous video I have explained you that these two are the alternative angles, so these will be equal. Similarly, these two are also the alternating angles, so these also will be equal. Now we can calculate the value of sin I and sin R by these two triangles. So here I is the angle of reflection, so sin I is equal to Pm upon Am, and similarly sin R will be equal to mp dash upon ma dash. I will explain you. We know that sine of any angle is equal to the perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So here if we make it I, so here the perpendicular will be MP or PM and the hypotenuse will be AM. And now in this triangle, when we take this angle R, so the sin R will be equal to the यहाँ पर पाइथागोरस थ्योरम के अनुसार, sorry I got nervous. So here the perpendicular is MP dash and the hypotenuse is MA dash. So the sin R is equal to the MP dash upon MA dash. So sin I and this is sin R. So now you can see that these are also the values of sin I and sin R. Em upon Am, this is the value of sin I. So you can put it like 1 upon V1 sin I is equal to 1 upon V2 sin R. You can write this equation like this. And now we will carry this term here and this term here. So the equation seems like sin I upon sin R is equal to V1 upon V2. And we know that the ratio of velocities of light will be equal to the refractive index. So we can write it like 1 mu 2, which is the refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. And we know that it is the Snell's law, which is the second law of refraction. Law of refraction. So according to the Snell's law, we know that the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is always equal to the refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. So this is our law of refraction, and we have proved it by the Fermat principle. I hope you understood the whole concept. If you have any doubt, you can ask in comment section. Thanks for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe.